Hello, my name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk you through my free trade 1 month update. So it's actually been a really good month. This was a beginner's portfolio which I started on the 4th of January. I'm filming this on the 2nd of January, so it's not even been quite a month, but I've seen some awesome returns that I'm really pleased with. So I'm going to talk you through all the stocks and shares that I hold in this small £100 account, talk to you about why I chose them and the top 3 performers that I've seen in the last month. Sorry about the rain, it is chipping it down. I don't know if you can hear it in this video, but I'm in a loft conversion bedroom at the moment, so it is kind of noisy, but hopefully it's not too off-putting. So also at the end of this video I'm going to talk you through some changes that I'm thinking of making to this portfolio. So as I said, it is quite a small portfolio, it's just £100. I also have a trading 212 account, and then the rest of my investments are in an investment ISA, and they're mainly in funds. So this is just a kind of small account just to see how I can do really with it and how I can grow this account over the course of the year. So I don't plan on topping up this account. This is literally just, I've deposited £100 and I'm going to see how it grows. So it should be a really interesting year. So if you like this kind of content, it would be awesome if you subscribe to this channel or like this video. That would mean an awful lot to me. So much rain. So I think the rain has kind of died down a little bit. You might hear it a little bit in the background, but I'm going to carry on anyway because this free trade update is important and I want to get it done. My free trade account in the last month has gone up a total of 10.88%. So almost 11%. We could call it 11%. No, it's 10.88%. It's gone up in the last month, which is awesome returns. I'm really pleased with that. That's the kind of month that I like to see. It's been a weird month. Like January was a very weird month. First 3 weeks were awesome. Last week of January, bit dodgy. So I'm actually really pleased with the 10.88% return. So you might see from looking at my account that I actually have £121.66 in this account, and I haven't topped up that myself, but I have got 2 free shares which I've removed from this portfolio. So I sold them and I've removed the figures from there. So I've removed the money from there because I think it's important to be honest about the growth that I've seen. So the 10.88% is all from growth from those stocks and shares. It's not from any free shares that I might have got. Otherwise we would have seen a 21.66% growth if I included those, which is not a representation of the truth. So yeah, it's not that much. It is 10.88% growth in the last month from those shares. So I am so very pleased with that as a growth. I think it's absolutely awesome. I also wanted to mention that in this account I think that there is not an awful lot of diversity. So you'll see when I go through, obviously it's only £100 in this account, so you don't really want to have, well, I personally didn't want to have loads and loads of diversity because otherwise I'd have kind of small amounts of money basically in each company. But at the same time, I think you can see that there's a pattern that I kind of stick to with the stocks and shares that I invest in. So I tend to go with health and pharmaceuticals. I tend to go a lot with tech, and then I also go with kind of clean energy and solar energy type of stocks. I'm just kind of drawn to them. So yeah, so that is basically what this portfolio is made up of, those kind of stocks. Now my plan is to do a kind of invest with me video where I'm going to move a little bit of the money around in here, and I think I'm going to get a couple of stocks that are a bit different. So I'm going to get a fashion stock, so any guesses what that could be? And then I think I'm going to get maybe another semiconductor share as well. So I've got Taiwan Semiconductors in my trading 212 account, so maybe another semiconductor one. So we shall see. So that'll kind of mix it up a little bit and give it a little bit more variety, but I will cover that in my next video, which I think is going to be an invest with me one where we go through both my trading 212 and my free trade and mix them up a little bit. So let me just tell you a little bit about the stocks and shares that I hold in this account. So the main one that's performed really well is Zilab, so Z-A-I and then Lab, which has gone up 39.67% in the last month. So that is a health company, so pharma. The next one that's done really well is Twilio, which has gone up 15.21%, so really great growth there. Then the next one that's done very well is Ceres or Keres. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. I might be getting this all completely wrong and I probably look like a real Wally, but anyway, I'm going with it. So that has gone up 14.70%, and that is a clean energy company. So as I said, these kind of all tend to be tech, clean energy or health. Moving on next to the next top performer, which is Dexcom, which is another health company. So they produce diabetes treatments, and that's gone up 11.29% in the last month. Then moving swiftly on to Netflix. I mean, my daughters have been watching Netflix. I don't want to say non-stop because obviously they've been learning, we've been doing a lot of baking, we're going for long walks, but there has been a lot of Netflix. So I am happy to be invested in Netflix. I think Netflix is great, particularly right now. So Netflix has gone up 5.99%, which is awesome. Then the next one is Square, and that has gone up 3.54%. So that is a payment and finance tech company. Then moving down to the ones that are in the negative. So we're just going to end with two negative ones. So the next negative one is Solar Edge, which I still want to hold on to because I believe in solar energy and solar power. So yes, that is down minus 2.01%, so not a huge loss there. CRISPR Therapeutics, now I only just bought a tiny little bit of this, and I bought it because, as I said, I sold that two free shares that I got were Endo and then also Fallen Angels, sold both of them, and then just bought a small amount of CRISPR Therapeutics. So this has gone down by 15.24%, so not great, but I didn't kind of buy it at the right time. I just bought it because I'd sold the other free shares, if that makes sense. So I didn't exactly time that very well. I just kind of knew I wanted it, and I've actually only got a really small amount of CRISPR Therapeutics, so that's okay. I think I might revisit this and have a little look through it when I'm doing this kind of invest with me video that's going to come up next. So yeah, but overall as a whole I'm really happy with that portfolio. So yeah, I think a 10.88% increase in a month, particularly when it's been a weird month, is really good. It's a really strong start to the year for this account. So even though this is only a £100 account, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be taking it seriously. So £100 is still a lot of money. I'm still doing my research when I buy into these shares. I'm still looking at their financials, looking at their potential growth. So I'm not just kind of willy-nilly throwing my money away. So when I add some more stocks and shares into this by selling a little bit of these and buying some more, they will be considered and thought out, if that makes sense. So that is my update for this one. If you would like to subscribe, then I will be doing this kind of invest with me video if you want to see the changes I'm going to be making to this account, and also the changes that I'm going to be making to my Trading 212 account. Hopefully it'll be interesting and hopefully it'll be beneficial, so please do subscribe if you'd like to see that video. Otherwise, thank you so very much for watching this video. Thank you for your time today. I hope you found it interesting. Any questions, always just pop them in the comments down below, because I am on it like a carb on it. Maybe I won't go with that. I don't know. I'm going to go with it. I'll answer them. I'll be there. Thank you very much for listening, and all the very best. Bye bye.